Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I'm going to show you how to make this very simple triangle shawl, and I've not finished this one. I've got this amount done. I'm using this variegated yarn. I don't have a label on it, so I can't actually remember what it's called, but it's got all these different shades in it. So I'm going to show you how to do this triangle shawl. I've still got quite a bit more to do on this one, and it's really easy. Now I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook. This is a 4.5. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to start with a magic circle, and that gives you a nice peak on the bottom of your shawl. You get a nice peak like this on the bottom. You don't end up with a hole at the bottom of it. So I'm going to show you how to do a magic ring. Put the tail end of the yarn over your hand and wrap it around your fingers like this. Just wrap it round the back and you've got a cross. Take your hook and put it under that tail end and pull that top piece here through like this, and take your fingers out and you've got this strange looking loop. Give this end a little pull with the tail, then take your working end. Just practice with it until you get it, because once you do this you'll do it for most of your crochet. Now what we're going to do is pull that yarn through and we're going to chain 3. So that's 1, 2 and 3. So you've got your little magic ring or your magic circle like this. I'm going to pull it a bit smaller. So you've got a single piece of yarn on this side and a double piece on this side, and we're going to work around the double piece. And once we've finished putting our stitches in there, we're going to pull this tight, and that's what gives you that nice edge on the bottom like this, rather than have a circle of chains and have a hole. We're going to yarn over and you're going to put 3 more treble crochets inside that ring. So pull your yarn through, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over and through 2 loops. Yarn around your hook again, through the hole and pull through, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over and through 2 loops. Now your chain of 3 counts as your first stitch. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and we need 1 more. So yarn over into your loop again and pull through. Yarn over, come through 2 loops, yarn over and come through 2 loops. So it looks like a ring, doesn't it? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this tail end and you're going to pull it. Just pull it tight, and that gives you the point of your triangle. Wait till I find mine. There we go. That's not the point of it. There we go. And that gives you the point of your triangle. Nice and neat and nice and pointy. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3 and turn your work. Now right at the bottom of the chain, in this space here, you're going to do a treble crochet. Now in the UK we call this stitch a treble crochet, and everywhere else in the world calls it a double crochet. So we're going to put 1 treble crochet into that very first part of the stitch there at the bottom of that chain. So yarn over and do a treble crochet, or a double crochet if you're in the USA or another country. So that counts as 2. So into the next stitch you're going to put 2 treble crochets. Yarn over and through the stitch, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, and put another one in that same stitch. So we've started with 4 stitches and we should have 8 on this next round. Into the next one you're going to put another 2 treble crochets. It's 1 and 2. Now this is a chain 3 that we did right at the beginning. Now into the top stitch you're going to put 2 treble crochets. So push your hook through that stitch, that's the top stitch of your chain of 3, and go in there again. Go into that same part of the chain in there. So we've now got 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. So this third row, we're going to put a treble crochet into there. That's your increase stitch. You're going to put 1 treble crochet into this stitch, just 1. You're going to put 2 treble crochets into this stitch. That's 1 and 2. Into this stitch and this stitch we're only going to put 1. 1 into that one and 1 into that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 so far. Into this next stitch you're going to put 2 treble crochets. Put 2 into this one, 1 and 2 into the same stitch. You're going to put 1 treble crochet into there, just 1, and that's your chain of 3. You're going to put 2 treble crochets into the top of that chain. That's 1 and 2. So we'll do a recap. We did a chain of 3 into our little magic ring, and we did 3 treble crochets. That's double crochets if you're not in the UK. We did a chain of 3 and we put 1 treble crochet into the bottom of that chain of 3, 2 into the next stitch, 2 into the next stitch, and 2 into the last stitch. So we increased it from 4 to 8. Now this row we did a treble crochet and we put 1 treble right into the bottom of that chain. We did 1 treble crochet and an increase, we put 2 into that stitch. We did 2 normal treble crochets, so a treble crochet into the next stitch, a treble crochet into that stitch, then we increased on the next stitch, we put 2 into the next stitch, we put 1 into the next stitch, and into the chain of 3 we had here we put 2 treble crochets. Now that's us finished with increasing in the middle. From now on we're only going to increase at the very end and the very beginning of every row. So for this 4th row, if you're following along, chain 3 and turn and put a treble crochet right into the bottom of that chain. We're going to put 1 treble crochet into every stitch until we get to the end. We're going to put 2 treble crochets in to this last stitch. So put 1 treble crochet into every stitch. That's a double crochet if you're in another country. 1 into the top of every stitch. So we're going into the top of the stitch, not the space, we're going into the top. Oops, I forgot my yarn over. One into every stitch. Now we're at the chain 3, so on the top of the chain 3 we're going to put 2 treble crochets. That's 1 and 2. The little triangle will grow like that. It will grow in a nice even manner until it's as big as you need it. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and turn. This is what you'll do for every single row from now on until your shawl is as big as you need it. Yarn over and into that first space right at the bottom of the chain. We'll put 1 treble crochet, that's your increase stitch, and this is your other increase stitch right here. So every stitch here you put 1 treble crochet or 1 double crochet if you are in the USA or another country. 1 into every stitch. Now this is just a basic treble crochet stitch to do this shawl. You can use any stitch that you want, but this is how I get a really nice even triangle. One into that last stitch. Now remember you've got your chain. Remember you've got your chain on the end. So 2 treble crochets into the top of that chain. 1 and 2 into the top of that end. So we're increasing on this side and this side every single row. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3 and turn, and we're going to increase into here and then 1 treble crochet all the way along and put 2 into the top of that chain until your triangle is as wide as you need it to wrap around your shoulders of here. 1 and 2. And what it's doing, it's giving you this really nice triangle, and you're going to work your way up. Just give it a little stretch. It will flatten out as you work up your triangle, and you'll end up with a nice big, I'll put that down, and you'll end up with, oops, put that up there, a nice big triangle shawl. Just keep working and working, increasing at the end and increasing at the beginning. So you'll increase at the beginning and you'll increase at the end of every row until your shawl grows and grows and grows like this, and you're going to have a nice point, and it's going to grow up like this, nice and neat. Now, once it's got as big as you need it, I don't know how many rows to tell you, because I don't know how wide you need it to be. I don't know how wide it needs to be to wrap around your shoulders. So I'm going to show you how to neaten off the edge. Here we go, back down one. So we're going to pretend, so let's pretend this is as big as we need it. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to neaten the edge once your shawl is at the height that you need it. Chain one, just one. Now into each space you're going to put 2 slip stitches into each section here. So put your hook, oops, through your stitch, pull your yarn through and slip stitch. Push it further down, oops, just go a little bit further down and pull through and slip stitch. Go into the next section, push your hook through, pull through and slip stitch. Push it through that stitch, pull through and slip stitch. Now what I did is I put 2 into each section, 2 slip stitch. Go in to your stitch like this, pull through and slip. Go into the next part of your stitch, pull through and slip stitch. Go into the next section, you're going to put 2 into the next section. Push your hook through, pull through and slip stitch. Don't have your slip stitches too tight. Keep it loose. Don't have it too tight. So we're going to put another one into this section. Pull through and slip stitch. Just give it a little wiggle. Don't have it too tight. Through, pull through and slip. Give it a little wriggle. Pull through and slip stitch all the way down and around your shawl. Pull your yarn through and pull through, and what you do is you get that's giving you a nice edge along your shawl. You can put a fringe on if you want, you can do a fancy edge if you want, but I found that this is just a nice way just to finish off the edge of your shawl. Make sure that stitch is not too tight. Is really, the slip stitch is nice up the edge. That's how you finish off your shawl. I'm going to put that out of the way. I'll bring this one back down again. So I've remembered what this is. It's majestic. It's a majestic Aran yarn, this. It's a majestic Aran yarn. And look at this, it's really pretty. I don't want my stitch to come out. There we go. And this is what you get from your triangle. You just keep going, row after row, putting your increase at the beginning and an increase at the end. Do your 3 chain and turn and do another increase and work all the way along and do another increase. And that's all I did with this shawl, and it's really pretty. It's a really just basic stitch. It's just a treble crochet. If you're in the USA or another country, a double crochet stitch, and it works out absolutely beautiful, and your triangle stays like a beautiful triangle shape. Look at that. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Just click on that subscribe button. Also, if you click on the bell icon, then you'll be notified by YouTube when I put up another tutorial. So thank you again for watching. Until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.